We all have aspirations and dreams that we want to turn into reality, but it can be difficult to know where to start or how to make them happen. Whether you want to start a new business, lose weight, or save for a down payment on a house, setting and achieving your goals is a critical skill for living a fulfilling life. In this video, we're going to show you actionable strategies for setting and achieving your goals, so you can start turning your dreams into reality today. First and foremost, it's important to be clear and specific about what you want to achieve. The more detailed and specific your goal is, the more likely you are to achieve it. For example, instead of saying I want to be healthier, try saying I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months. This way, you'll have a clear target to work towards and you'll know when you've achieved it. It's important to make sure your goals are realistic and achievable. It's easy to get caught up in grandiose dreams, but if they're not achievable, they're unlikely to happen. Make sure your goals are challenging, but not impossible. You need to set specific deadlines for achieving your goals. When you have a deadline, you're more likely to stay motivated and focused on achieving your goal. For example, instead of saying I want to save for a down payment on a house, try saying I want to save $20,000 for a down payment on a house within the next 18 months. This gives you a clear timeline to work towards. It's important to break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks. When you break your goal down into smaller tasks, it becomes less overwhelming and more achievable. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you might break it down into smaller tasks like training for a 5K, then a 10K, then a half marathon, and finally a full marathon. It's important to have a clear motivation for achieving your goal. When you know why you're working towards a goal, it's easier to stay motivated and focused. For example, if your goal is to save money for a down payment on a house, your motivation might be the desire to have a stable and secure home for your family. It's important to surround yourself with people who support your goals. Having a supportive community of friends and family can make a big difference in achieving your goals. They can provide encouragement and accountability when you need it most. It's important to track your progress towards your goals. When you can see how far you've come, it's easier to stay motivated and see the progress you're making. For example, if your goal is to save money for a down payment on a house, you might set up a spreadsheet to track your savings each month. It's important to celebrate your successes along the way. When you achieve small milestones, it's important to take a moment to celebrate and acknowledge your progress. This can help keep you motivated and on track. It's important to have a plan for dealing with setbacks. When you encounter obstacles, it's important to have a plan for how to overcome them. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon and you get injured, you might come up with a plan for how to stay active and healthy while you recover. It's important to be flexible and adaptable. Sometimes, circumstances change, and it's important to be able to adapt your goals and plan accordingly. For example, if your goal is to start a business, and the market changes, it's important to adapt and pivot your business plan to stay competitive. It's important to practice visualization. Visualizing yourself achieving your goal can help you stay motivated and focused. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you might visualize yourself crossing the finish line in your mind. It's important to practice positive self-talk. Your internal dialogue can have a big impact on your ability to achieve your goals. Make sure to speak positively to yourself and remind yourself of your abilities and progress. It's important to stay consistent and persistent in your efforts. Achieving your goals takes time and effort, and it's important to stay consistent and persistent in your efforts. Don't give up, even when faced with obstacles or setbacks. Finally, it's important to remember that failure is a part of the process. You may not achieve your goals on the first try, but that doesn't mean you should give up. Failure is a learning opportunity, and you can use it to adjust your goals and plan for the next attempt. In conclusion, setting and achieving your goals is a critical skill for living a fulfilling life. By being clear and specific about your goals, making sure they are realistic and achievable, setting specific deadlines, breaking them down into manageable tasks, and accepting failure as a learning opportunity, you can start turning your dreams into reality today. Thanks for watching.